What do I have going on with this? What we got up in here? What is up? Biscuits. 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 Ouch. Biscuits. Biscuits. What's up, Trey? What's going on, biscuits? Yeah, biscuits is my thing. Like if I have like a word that doesn't really mean anything, it's biscuits. That's what it is. So biscuits and gravy is kind of what it is. What's up, Bigfoot, Jason Patton? Hello, man. How are you doing? All right, let me get up in here and see what we got. I didn't see anybody on unless I missed somebody. So I'll just kicking it up and see what happens. It's been a week, I guess. I had the issue today that ice cream is my thing. Hey, Linda Wallace. Like 3 different times today, I mistakenly thought today was Tuesday in 3 different occasions today. So apparently I just wanted to skip Monday completely and go straight to Tuesday. So that's what that's all about. What's up, Hector? How you doing? So yeah, and it was I had a meeting. Well, I had a meeting that was supposed to be on Tuesday that I was supposed to get 2:00 today or Tuesday. See, I'm already doing it again. Anyway, so I'm like, it's like 1:53, like 1:54, and I'm like, you know what? I'm in between projects right now. I'm just gonna go to this meeting and just knock it out, right? So I go and I meet the person that that I'm meeting with, and she's like, "No, that's tomorrow." I'm like, "No, it's today at 2:00." She's like, "No, that's tomorrow." I'm like, "Oh." So, yeah. Apparently, I think today should be Tuesday. So, there's that. That is a thing that I'm doing today, apparently. Do. Oh, what do we got? Arch Nemesis. What's up, Cuber? How are you doing? You want that? Yeah, and the thing was is like it wasn't even a bad meeting or anything, but hold on 1 second. Like I was ready for it. Like I was at a situation in my day where I could actually sit down and focus on what that one was about. But hey, Trey, you know that the more that you send in, it lowers the value of all the graded coins because the population goes up. You understand that, right? If you know, then why are you doing it? By sending in that many, you are defeating the purpose of having them graded. My opinion, at least, because from what my opinion is worth. Lemon head. Let's see. BRO bro. Do. You can't sell them ungraded. You can't sell them ungraded? I beg to differ there, sir. I think you can very much sell them ungraded. If you're having issues selling them ungraded, then maybe you're not selling to the right people. You can sell everything ungraded. Well, I can't, so I send them in. No, maybe you should work on your market base if that's what you're looking for. David Carlo. David's not here, man. It's called In the Raw. Layman. If you sell to the right people, then you should be able to sell it raw. Then sell it to him and he can slab them if he wants slabbed. Why do you have to take the expense of getting them slabbed if he wants them slabbed? Mr. PV, Mr. Blues. What's going on, guys? Lemon. You won't get as much? Well, that's... But if you're not going to get as much in the raw as you would getting them slabbed, you are taking all the risk for getting them slabbed, and you are taking all the expense of getting them slabbed. That doesn't make any sense. Like, if he wants them slabbed, then he's going to pay more getting them slabbed than he can just buy them and get them slabbed himself. But that's me. No, that's all normal people do it. I think. Do. But what do I know? I know nothing. Like we're normal. Yeah, we are the opposite of normal, right? All right, so I'm gonna kick out a couple of things here. If what's up, Andrew? Yeah, normal people, please. Normal people. What is normal? Like, could you actually define what a normal person is, or what normal quote unquote is? Because I'm pretty sure that that's not like, it can't even be a thing, right? Like, that's not really just a thing. Because if everything is the same, that would be normal, but everything's different. So really, normal is abnormal, right? Because all the stuff that's different altogether at the same, wouldn't that be considered normal? Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little bit much. You are right. you're right, Miss Uper. Normal is extremely subjective. Absolutely. Well, Andrew, I would actually disagree with that statement. A normal person would say, "Hey, this is different. I haven't seen this before," and they wouldn't do anything with it. Now, they might spend like if you go back in time a little bit, they would probably spend it because they would consider that it is a 1 cent, and that's if they were uninformed or uneducated about the coin on what it actually represents, the rarity of it, like all of that stuff. And that's not a difference between normal or abnormal. That's just educations. And Blues goes cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and that's a perfect way. What's up, Stephen Jones? How are you doing? Man, we got the whole crew in here. Lemon, I sent you an email. Amy, I sent you a link. Case, just in case. Miss Paula Bloom, how you doing? Normies think Arnold's in Happy Days is a real diner. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a very interesting few weeks. Very interesting few weeks. It's been good. I mean, really, it's just my learning curve is looks like an exponential curve, but that's pretty much to be expected when I go from a facility that is or a building that is 120,000 square feet to a building that is 1.4 million square feet. So there's definitely a lot of changes that comes with a building of that size. So let's see, what do I got? Guess I could put this, do that. Just checking things real quick. So we got Lemonhead, we got Trey, we got Stephen Jones, we got Paula Bloom, Bigfoot, David, he's not here, man. Andrew. Hey Andrew, you got pictures for me, man? A flyer? Or were you still working on that? There she is.
That was fast.
Well, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm peachy.
Yes. I am tired, but good.
Peach-o-matic.
Oh.
Peach-o-matic 3000.
Peach-o-matic 3000.
Yeah, it's.
I think I'm like, if you're up to 3000, I'm on version like 2.1. I'm not there yet. Not even happening.
Oh man, yeah. Today's been a day. I thought today was Tuesday three times.
Oh,
3 times.
No.
Man,
Is that better?
just like
Then there was light.
And you said, "Let there be light."
Light there should be.
But yeah, so like today, like I'm all kinds of messed up.
Well, that's all right, because last week I thought that Wednesday was Thursday, like a bunch of times throughout the day. And then I get dropped back to reality, and then I'd think it was Thursday again, and then you go back. Yeah. So I feel you. But no, I was fully aware today was a freaking Monday.
How much would you say a Canadian death dollar would get me? I have no idea what that is, so I couldn't even begin to answer that, Stephen.
If it's circulated, $1.
I have no idea what even that is.
It is it's one of the commemorative dollars they made that has the totem on it. They call it the death dollar. It's something that I don't know the whole story. It's something to do with the Indians and stuff like that. So it's called a death dollar. But yeah, if it's like proof, and blinging and shiny, it'll get you a few bucks. But if it's circulated or, it's been handled and whatnot, it won't fetch you much at all. But
that would be why you're the Canadian queen.
I like my Canadians.
Reasons and such.
No, I have this is called because reasons.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you,
because reasons.
Yes, you forgot the because.
So I started telling everybody at work my magic of magic and science and my explanation of that, and they totally love it. I'm like, yeah, I've been rolling with for like 7 years, and so far it's worked for me.
Right. Numismatic picker. That is a very good question because my bank charges me $2 or $3 to print off a sheet if I need it. I don't write checks very often. Like almost everything is automatically done. But there's a few bills that don't do that, like the water bill because it's a small town. So you have to write checks for your water bill because I work all day, so I can never make it there on time. So if I ever need checks, yeah, they charge you for the checks. It's stupid. For a piece of paper.
I have KeyBank, and I can actually do checks if I know like ahead of time.
Yeah.
I can basically do a bill pay online from my bank account, and they will write the check and send it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I don't even have to touch anything. I don't have to write checks or any of that garbage.
I wonder if they do that.
So you might check them with that because that might be a thing.
Yeah, that is a good thing. That's a thing. I like that thing.
It's a thing that I use, and it's actually a beautiful thing.
That sounds like a good thing.
I must be really spoiled because there are probably 4 or 5 bills that I will just pay online, and I don't have to do squat. Like it's all either the automatic deduction or e-check, and yeah, I don't have anything. I don't have to do anything.
Oh, no, most of them I think all but like my car payment's not automatic yet because we haven't even had a payment due on it yet. And my husband's tractor. Let's not go there.
Mr. Corn Dragon.
Did I tell you that story about the tractor in the pool?
No.
Okay, so we're renovating a house, right? So you would think that the most important thing in renovating a house is getting the house renovated. It's kind of the point of renovating a house, right? But no, hubby takes into consideration the fact that I said, if I'm moving back to Texas, I'm going to have a pool. Okay, case in point, yes, I did say this. So I don't need a pool in Texas in September, October, and November. I need one in April, May, June, and July, and August. So he goes and gets a pool. Fine, it's all installed and everything in the backyard. Then he decides that he needs a tractor to fix the yard that they had to dig up to put said pool in. Meanwhile, nothing in the house is being renovated but our backyard.
Oh man.
By this point, I'm thoroughly like ready to divorce him over this. I'm like so fucking mad. And sorry for F-bombing. Super mad. And he came home one day and he was so excited to play with the tractor, be on the tractor. And I went inside and I was cooking dinner and I went to the big picture window, knock on the window to get the boys' attention to tell everybody it's dinner time. And as I go to knock, I watched him hit the pool with the tractor, the box blade on the back of the tractor.
That's when it's just some samosa, and you are so fired.
Tequila, you're fired. I'm out. I gotta go. That's the
You're fired.
Absolute ridiculous, complete ridiculous. Oh, good Lord. So bad. So bad. But yeah. Fun.
Coin
That's
Dragon
in the Smith household.
WTF, Frank. We talked about this. You stick to your stupid 80s and you stay there.
Is he beating you?
Dude, this kid. So this kid not only finds an 83 DDR, he also finds 284 double ears, and then he finds an 82 what is it? 82 or 80 DDO. Like WTF, Frank. Really? Right? Yes. Yes, that is exactly the response I was looking for. It's like, stop it. Because like the messed up thing is I want to say it was like an 80 or an 82 that I was just talking about, and then like the day after or 2 days after, this trucker finds one. This kid finds the one that I was talking about because, like, man, I would really love to find one of these. And he's like, oh, you mean one of these? And I'm like, get wrecked, all right?
I hate you right now.
Oh, 1982 DDO number 2. Okay, whatever. You know what I mean.
Details.
Get wrecked. Come on. But dude, like for real, I'm just like
Travis.
Just you okay, do this. Just keep to the 80s. You can find all of this stuff in the 80s. Whatever, right? Just stick to the 80s. Leave the rest of the cool stuff for the rest of us. All right? Because you just need to slow your roll.
Stop going through rolls.
No, he can go through rolls as long as it has something to do with the 80s. He just needs to stay in the 80s. Oh. That's it, right? But all the other stuff like 98 Wham, 99 Wham, 2000 Wham, all the DDRs, whatever. No, just stop. Just stop. STAHP, stop. I'm just saying. You know, because reasons.
Right.
Now, because I would like to find something cool, you know, stuff, maybe, please. I just want to find something. Why won't you let me find something, Frank? All right, I'm over
Hogs it all.
Oh yeah, Captain Jigga. The 92 cam. Oh.
Yeah, that's one that I It's a bucket list or one that I just can't ever seem to find, along with the Wisconsin quarter.
I would be happy just to find something that's not anything that I've already found. So like let's see. I found a blank planchette before. I found clips before. I found a struck through late stage die cap. So that pretty much crosses, stuff off the list. But anything
Well,
outside of that, like a major DDO, would be super fantastic because I haven't I haven't found like basically squat.
well, I've never found a major DDO. Never found a struck through die cap, and I've never found a blank planchette. I have found one clip, and I found a really good cud. But of course, it's on an 83, which is like super freaking, not normal. Going back to normal, but it's not really normal, but normal for that year.
I do have I think it's an 84 that I have a cut on the bottom of it. So that would be oh no, oh Bigfoot. Oh, you're crossing the line now. Of course, I would love to
Let's
find.
just not talk about that word. I mean, I know it's in a coin sense, but I just don't want to hear it, see it. It's freaking cold here. It went from it was 60 some degrees this morning, and when I left work, it was 42. And when I checked the weather like an hour ago, it was down to 30 some. And yeah, it's freaking chilly. I'm not happy about it.
I'll take this weather. It was like high 50s, low 60s today, and all of last week it was like 32, 38. I'm like,
it was 71 yesterday. And it's going to drop to 20 degrees, 20 something tonight. Like, and a high of 43 or something stupid tomorrow. I'm not happy. I
didn't check the weather tomorrow, but it's supposed to be pretty decent. So I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Well, the rest of us are getting crapped on. No, this is not a heat wave blues, and you know that.
Polar vortex coin dragon.
The NOAA, if you go, I use NOAA to check weather, the National Weather Service's website, and if you go on there, it says that October was the coolest month, the coolest it's been in 10 years, and I'm like, ooh, that global warming's doing damage. Oh, Lemon.
Lemon.
Rude. Rubbing salt in the wounds. Hey, speaking of salt in the wounds, you want to see the Canadian account I got? I didn't find
it. Okay.
You know you do.
Show it to me.
All right.
Give it to me.
Well, no, I'm not giving it to you. I just found it. Forgot.
No, give it to me. No. It's blurry.
Oh, it's mine. Well, thank you, Captain Obvious.
It's blurry.
I want you to take a peek at the if you can see it. I know it's kind of small, but I can zoom it in here in a minute.
That is a 1955 shoulder fold.
Really,
right?
CJ?
Is that right?
Oh,
that's right, isn't it?
No.
Dang it.
That is nowhere near 1955.
Well, I'm dumb.
This is a beautifully woodied.
Well, I was looking at the eye.
1908.
Oh.
See the woody? Woody.
Oh, I see it on that side. I didn't see it on the other side. I was looking at the eye.
Well, I know I've mentioned this, but there is a new variety that was recently discovered.
A real one, or like a coins in Canada one?
No, it's a new one.
What?
It's a large legend over small legend.
What the business?
The X, the I, and the M are your
I see that. That's interesting.
here. It's not, as in good of shape as I would like, but I have been like picking every 1908 I can find, trying to find one.
Where's my notes? 1908 Canadian. Is that a large?
Yeah.
1908.
I just typed in large vent. A large vent.
1908 large scent. Motto. For me looking at stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Bella's dad, aka Phil? How you doing? Andrew, I did get the email. Yeah, you definitely need better pictures, man. I'm sorry, sir, but that's just the realest truth.
Phil, what's up?
I haven't seen
Anna.
Phil.
Hello, Andrew. Anyway, Coins in Canada does have it listed on there now.
Oh, but it's an actual thing, not all the other stuff that they have on there.
Yeah.
That is not actual varieties, just machine doubling.
No, it's an actual one. I have to look more into it to see if there are different ones, if that makes sense.
That would be really, what would cause them to change the model design.
Yeah, I don't know. And that's something that I wanted to look into more because this one has the same type of features, but on a different side, Like if you look at the pictures of the ones on Coins in Canada, everything is to the small, quote unquote, small legend would be to the right, where this one is to the left. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely something that I want to look into more and try and figure out, are there more? Was this just a repunch and not technically a large over small?
Was that like a what do they call it?
It's repunch.
Not punch though. Because they had models and stuff that are retooled. That's the word I'm looking for. Retooled.
Oh, well.
Because like on the 2 center, there are a lot of later dates on the 2 on the reverse that are retooled. That causes it to look like that it's got doubling when it's really actually not.
Or re-engraved.
Or re-engraved, yeah. Ooh, the mystery.
Oh, Lemon said it too. Re-engraved, yes. So yeah, it's definitely one to look into. I need to do more research on because reasons.
No, it's because reasons.
There you go. I'm not called the Canadian Coin Queen for no freaking reason.
I think those W holders. I'm gonna do a Denver one too, because I found a couple of the Denvers. Like I got a Denver San Antonio that I found. I'm gonna put it in that holder.
In the herder. I was actually.
I just don't know what color to put them in.
Black,
silver, copper.
No, I don't think silver would be good because it would kind of because the quarters are a silver color, so they're not gonna, unless the copper is like the right tone. Here's what
the Kerper. Here's what the Kerper looks like.
But the black would definitely put a quarter up next to it. Do you have a quarter? I'm sure you have a quarter right there somewhere. Bloop. Okay, that does look pretty good. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I kind of like that too.
Yeah, I think I want a copper one.
The Kerper. So this is a silver. This is one of my early prototypes because I have this gap right here, under right right there, and it drives me
Oh,
bonkers
yeah,
because but that would be the copper.
gotcha.
So I think I'm gonna make one of those, or I could do a translucent in the same thing, maybe,
Mm-hmm.
maybe, or I have some other colors that I was thinking about getting. One is going to be like a lighter color blue, like not quite sky blue, but like just a little bit darker than that.
Yeah.
I thought that might be kind of interesting. So I'm going to do the same thing. Instead of the W, it's going to be a Denver. And I'll put all my Denver 2019s because I think I have a couple of them right here. Let's see. I got War in the Pacific. Which one is War in Pacific? Is that the third one or fourth one?
Third.
Third.
Yeah, Lowell
So
came out
it's
and then American Memorial Park and then War in the Pacific and San Antonio Mission and now the River No Return.
so San Antonio's fourth.
Yep.
Okay.
San Antonio one's my favorite one.
And then War in
I like
Pacific
that
is
design.
third, right?
Do the what?
And then Lowell. Okay, Lowell is first, right?
Yep.
And then, ooh, how do I want to do this? So Lowell,
Mm-hmm.
and then the second one, and then War in the Pacific, San Antonio, and then River of No Return.
Yep.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Me personally, I'd put the San Antonio in the center, but that's just because it's my favorite.
Well, I mean, yeah, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which would put the San Antonio here, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm.
I'm just saying, not because I live in Texas or anything, but
Yeah, nobody cares about Texas. I care about Texas. I'm sorry.
You're so full of shit.
I know.
Full of it.
Just me.
I don't care about Texas all that much either. A lot of Texas has their heads up their butts.
Yeah, the one thing I can't get over is just the open carry down there. That was the coolest thing to see.
Oh, they have that in Michigan too. It's open carry, and they just changed it where you weren't allowed to open carry for a certain period of time because of hunting season and poachers. And so if you were caught out in the woods open carrying and without deer tag, whatever kind of season it was, yeah, DNR could bust you for poaching, even though you may not have even been poaching. So they just changed that because it was getting to be too much of a pain in the butt. They're trying to prove people are poaching when they weren't, or maybe they were, but they didn't get anything, so they couldn't prove anything.
Okay, Lowell, and then what was the second one again?
American Memorial Park.
American Memorial Park, War in the Pacific, San Antonio, and then River of No Return.
Yeah.
And look at that. It's almost all done, except for it's a W, not a Denver.
Right. Now, it'd be really cool if somebody could punch the W's. You knew somebody who did the metal stuff, stamping.
The metal stuff?
Yeah, the metal stuff.
The
Dude,
metal stuff?
My life in the last 2 weeks has been nothing but blonde moments and brain farts. There is a difference, but
it's I generally call that a Monday.
yeah, well, the last 2 weeks have been just one full Monday.
Monday. Oh man. Yeah, so I haven't gone through coins very much. I haven't really done a whole lot. Work has been keeping me busy. I'm still working on some side projects. Like I got one that I need to take pictures of and see if they want to go with that one. I might have to print them out in a different color because it's just not working. And then I will eventually, after I get this stuff printed, the stuff that I got on the printer right now, which is for the local gun shop, that I do 3D prints for. As soon as I'm caught up on theirs, then I was going to do the UK shield, the flag for the shield.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So that one's next. And
need
I
to
think
know that.
I've set that I'm going to do the entire flag in silver and then see how it turns out.
For the UK coins?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, because they're all different colors.
Right. So and I have it set up where I can print each color individually and then stack them together. I have that option, but I don't know. I think I instead of like trying to get it to like I would have to like epoxy it together and just like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
If I just print it in one color and then just see how it turns out, because then if like nothing else, then what I could do is I could do one color like blue or white or red, and then just paint the top of the rest of the flag the correct colors.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
So just a couple of things that I can't. I don't know, like I can't decide. Like,
Well, do a prototype. Thank you,
well, the
just
thing is that is my my prototype.
well, do a couple different ones and then decide what you like the best.
Yeah, I could do that.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Boom.
Lemon what?
Squeezy.
Lemon squeezy? I don't understand.
You don't need to understand. Just roll with it, dude. You overthink that one. There's no more. Just easy peasy.
Easy peasy. Oh. Yeah, it's been quite an interesting few weeks at this facility. Like just the scale of it is just crazy. Like it's so freaking huge. The building itself is 1.4 million square feet. I have 1,275 lanes for trailers in the yard.
Jeez, oh Pete.
1,200 trailers.
Yeah, I deal with 17 drivers, and that's enough. That's enough for me.
Yeah, it's nuts. It is, and like the messed up thing is that like we're in the slow time right now, so we're only getting like 30 trucks a day.
Good. You'll get used to it before it gets really busy.
Yeah, because when it gets really busy, like it's gonna be freaking nuts.
It is, because right now freight is really slow. So you're kind of you're rolling on a different level of trucking than I am. But yeah, freight is really, really slow right now. So like in my job, we're scrounging to find loads to keep everybody rolling and to keep the money flowing. And this is normal. This happens, mid-October. And then it'll start picking back up after the new year. But it always happens this time of year, and especially the money-making loads are the ones that go up north. They go through the Rockies. Nobody wants to haul them.
Right.
And my boss will not send his trucks up there. They're like all brand new. I think other than his and my husband's, they have older trucks, so they don't have to run e-logs. But otherwise, the oldest one we have is a 2016, and the rest are 2019 and 2020s. So he won't send them up there with the salt and all that crap and everything else. So
Hey,
we're constantly
sorry,
scrambling for
quick,
those.
Jeepin. The address that's on your PayPal, is that where you want your package to go? Yes or no in the chat, please. Because it's boxed, it's ready to go. I printed a label. Obviously, it's closed today, but if yes, then it is okay. Yes, excellent. It is going out tomorrow morning, sir. So later this week, you will have a box of custom W holders in your possession.
Nice.
They're pretty.
I can't wait to see them. That's awesome.
They are pretty. I am happy with those. I am happy with those. So if you get them and there's any issues, then obviously hit me up right away and I'll make it square. Well, they're rectangles, but
Details.
details, right? Yeah. How much is the holder itself? CJ, no, the outside plastic thingy. This
Insert.
this thing. It depends on which thing that it goes into. Because right now I have 3 different templates for these. Because I have these.
Octagonal coin dragon.
Then I have.
You can't have my firstborn.
Well, I suck.
Nobody gets him. I get to stab his ears. I'm so excited.
Yeah, this thing. It depends on what. Let me not click out of this. What this thing goes into, but these are only like $2 or $3 to do one of these. So that's what I got right now. So
that's what I want. I want copper.
Cooper.
Kappa.
Kiepa. As soon as they hit a nickel with a W, you can print out W set. So there is another one that you guys might like this. You guys tell me what you think. I know this is going to be like ghetto and it's going to be crap, but I'm for real. I'm working on it. So for the W pennies, so you have the reverse proof, the proof, and then the W, right?
Yeah.
To go into one of these that fits into one of the donkeys. One of the donkeys.
Ah. Yeah. That needs to be a little bit bigger.
What needs to be a little bit bigger?
You need a bigger clear holder so that the insert could be a little bit bigger.
I thought about that, but
together.
I mean, maybe.
Or can you move the pennies up, the 2 corner pennies up maybe, so the W, smaller W, thinner W, not such a block letter.
Yeah.
Thinner W script would fit in the center.
Yeah. So there's a couple of different things that I'm trying to work on. So this is one of them, and then there is another one like this, but instead of the W and quarters, I'm gonna have a set that has like the row of quarters and then the row of pennies, so that you can do like the entire W set in one piece.
Yeah.
So
well, just like who said Bigfoot? Yeah, if they do come out with the nickels.
I don't know. If they need to come out with something different like that, then I don't know. Maybe they should just rechange all of the coinage because reasons.
Right.
Because reasons.
Definitely.
I missed something. Hold on. Oh, I read it. I haven't responded to it. Well, that copper one fit into a plastic lens from a modern mint set. I can, because I have a mint set that I can use for the template. So I can design one to fit in one of those. So to answer your question, Hidden, yes, I can. I haven't designed it yet, but I can.
You match my boat. Oh God, I love you people. Well, you know what? Actually, Blues had a question. Says, can you make one with real gold for me at the same cost of $2 to $3? Asking for a friend. I would like to know how you're asking for a friend when you straight up said for me.
What does the copper one fit into? Okay, so this copper one fits into so I have these holders that I got. It's one of these. And basically what it is, Cable Shopping Network came out with these aftermarket sets. And so this one happened to have the 2002 quarters that are gold plated. So that's what this case is. So if I were to put this in here, that's what this is designed to fit, like that. Because reasons.
Always the reasons.
So that's what that one goes to.
I like it. And Blues, you could do that if you gold foiled it.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that. Well, then it's not solid gold. That would be heavy, you would think.
Say it would be heavy, but he didn't say solid gold.
Didn't he?
I'm being literal here, so
with really gold. Okay, yeah. So I have another template that fits into right here. These the state quarter proof holders, proof sets. I have the template to fit into these because these are easy to open up and they go back together. Some of the like the hard plastic of the, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm looking for a word. The mint sets. Once you take them apart, the pieces don't go back together. So that's kind of my only thing about that. So I've been trying to get some of these proof sets and stuff for cheap so that I can use the cases, because the cases are exactly what I need. Because reasons. Because JB Weld. Oh, I wouldn't want to do that. That would be
no.
That would be rough.
That would be bad.
That might be a little bit rough.
E95.
I would worry about any kind of adhesives, especially with the type of plastics that they are, like because some of the adhesives will actually melt.
Liquid nails. That is true. E95 is made for plastic, though. That's an arts and crafts glue.
but then you're never getting them out. And the thing that I would be worried about is especially any kind of like off gassing or something that happens with any adhesives. Like you are putting that like directly in the path of your coins, which kind of bothers me.
Well, then I mean, just
because reasons.
Lick it and stick
it. Right. Duct tape, Gorilla tape. Yeah, I'm down. Got it. Yeah. Perfect.
Oh wait, no, we decided no glue.
No, not Gorilla Glue because it expands.
That's true. It does.
So that's not going to work. Even if you use the minimal expansion and like the clear stuff, it still turns like stupid yellow.
Right. Oh
so,
yeah.
I don't know why they call it clear and they should call it
clear in the bottle.
Translucent. Super duper glue. That depending on the plastic, will actually melt it.
Never heard of it.
Depending on which plastic that you're using. Because I know on some of the 3D prints, which is a PLA, the PLA actually reacts with super glue.
Jello. That's a gelatin.
Flubber, yes, Flubber would absolutely work as soon as you figure it out, and just let me know, and we'll flubber it together.
Well, Wet n Wild, that's a brand of makeup. So, what, lip gloss? Just put some lip gloss around it.
All the glues and stuff I can think of are all automotive and don't know how much they off gas. Wrong stream. Oh, yeah, I'm sure, man.
Oh, good Lord. I'm trying to behave here. Be nice.
Whatever. So then the other thing that I'm working on is that I'm going to put together a checklist, I think, of the world's fairs and the expos, so I can go through my checklist and collect something from each one of them. Because my last pickup was that
I've seen that one.
Yeah, that ginormous tank of a
yeah, that thing is monster huge.
Yeah, it's so cool though. I mean,
you could put it in a sock and hit somebody with it. They never know what hit them.
Yeah, and the best part is that it says state of Oregon because that's where I live, and that's what makes it. So Panama Pacific International Exposition.
It reminds me of rich mahogany.
Right? Yeah, it's very modeled, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I like it. It looks
cool.
And
for those that don't know, this is what you call metal alignment, not coin alignment. Coin alignment is this way. Metal alignment is this way.
When you're talking U.S. coinage.
Yep. That's all that matters. We don't talk about Canadian coinage because they're all backwards. Is Oregon a state finally? Yeah, it is. Circa 1959, right there. 65, 80, no, okay, never mind. Just ultrasonic welding. Absolutely. I completely agree with you, Phil. I just don't know anybody that has an ultrasonic welder.
Lemon, you were sleeping at the time. It's all right. Don't worry about
it. Man, you were dead asleep in 1859. You just slept right through it. And
didn't you get the TPS report?
The cover page for the TPS report, it clearly stated that. Unless you didn't put a cover page on your TPS report, then I can't help you. At what point does a taco become a wrap?
Well, if it's a crunchy taco, it's when the crunchy shell no longer becomes crunchy.
At what point? At what point does a taco become a wrap?
See,
Um,
it lives in like the most liberal state out of the entire United States. I'm pretty sure.
when that's a very good question though, Captain Jigga, because you could turn a taco into into a burrito, or I guess it would have to have maybe a second layer on the outside, and then it turns into a wrap. But if you just have this single, just the single shell, like I think that would still retain either a taco state.
I've never, yeah, that's just not possible because if it was wrapped, it would be a burrito. Just Spitfire makes a very good point. I mean, I made a living at wrapping burritos, and we didn't even sell tacos because that's not the same thing. Into a big pierogi. Well, now you're trying to mix Mexico and Russia, and that's just crazy. Coke.
I don't know. Either one of those sounds good at this point. I'm just saying, like,
some good pierogies in a long time.
I could go for some decent food.
And I can always eat tacos or burritos. So.
Oh yeah, tacos is one of those universal foods that like it does. You can have for breakfast, you can have for lunch, you can have for dinner, you can have for a snack. It doesn't matter. Like I still want to know if that's a large W or small W variety. That is a large W variety hidden, by the way. This one here. This is the large W because it's big and blocky. It's not fine and petite. So, yeah, this is definitely a large W design because reasons. Large W, right there.
A grilled chicken burrito with bacon and Mexican rice, sour cream, and guac, and Mexican cheese. Did you want the Chihuahua cheese? Or did you want the American brand of Fiesta blend?
Hey, I like that one.
I do too, actually. I got the Velveeta shredded cheese. It was
horrible.
It was like the queso flavored or something, and I was like, well, we'll try this, and I make tacos all the time, I take ground beef and chorizo and mix it all together and do all kinds, especially since I'm down here. And I put that cheese on it and it completely ruined it.
Yeah, that sounds like a train wreck.
Gross. So bad.
Yeah, anything other than just straight Velveeta is pretty much just a wreck.
Uh-huh. Oh God, I can't stand McDonald's burritos. My husband had a thing.
McDonald's sells burritos?
Yeah, breakfast burritos. Blech.
Oh yeah, no, I won't do that.
I worked at a place.
That's asking for something.
Called Freebird's World Burritos. They're very popular in California. I think they started in California, but they really only have restaurants in California and Texas. Oh, I'm not a fan of pico. I had to make a lot of pico. But
I don't like pico de gallo. I don't know what it is about it. It's just
give me salsa or hot sauce. I don't like pico.
I'm okay with green sauce though. Just straight green sauce is good.
Green sauce isn't bad. We had to make our own homemade habanero hot sauce. Indiana Tones, what's up, Lou? How have you been?
Hey, Indiana Tones, how you doing? Smells like freaking perfume. What's up, Bill 457? How you doing, man?
Pico de chocolate. I'm a big fan of pico de chocolate.
Ooh, chocolate? What's that? Pico de chocolate? So like chocolate
Pico de
sauce?
Reese's.
Ooh.
That's my brand right there.
Speaking my language right now.
Actually, I need to find somewhere around here that makes a good ceviche. And I have not seen a place that actually does that. When's the giveaway? No, hidden. We're not doing a giveaway. I got some really bling and nice Morgans to sell if you're interested, though.
I found another Morgan just sitting over there on my desk. I don't know where it came from because I thought that I had sold all my Morgans because that was the intention of it, and no, it's like straight up. And like the messed up thing is that I have no idea where this thing came from. Like I was for sure that.
Ooh, that's a first year Morgan.
Yeah, and this thing is blinging.
Beautiful. What minty mark is on it? I see it has a mint mark.
I believe it's an S.
It looks like an S.
Yep, S.
Nice.
And it's just like I don't know where it came from. I have no idea. And I haven't looked anything on it, so I have no idea which VAM it is because I don't know.
Okay, I just went through. Well, that's the two that I have. The seller 78s. They're both P's, and one is a 7-tail feather and one is an 8-tail feather. And I started going through trying to identify a VAM, and I got about 30 VAMs in, and my head was going. What? Like, I had no idea what to do. So, Brian Rains, I think his name is, helped me out. He's one who attributes. And so he taught me a bunch. And with the 78s, you have to identify the reverse before you can identify the obverse. And I was like, oh, so this is more like doing the 1859 Canadian large sense. And then it kind of made sense. So I got a lot closer when I did the 8-tail feather to which VAM it actually was. And then he walked me through the rest of it a little more. But I'm still pretty darn clueless when it comes to VAMs, like on how to certain years, and the 78s are just insane.
Hidden. Why didn't you just attribute one of the Morgans right into my collection?
No.
What's the one?
I'm not doing a giveaway. Y'all can type 1 all you want. Everybody's gonna type a 1. I got plenty of sass. Give that away all day.
Yeah, I was gonna say you give that away pretty on the regular.
Yeah, it's kind of what I do. Reasons.
That has got to be like one of the best things. Just so simple, yet could mean so much without really saying anything at all. Like, I'm just saying, just reasons.
What am I winning? I'll pick trivia. What do I win? Oh, Stephen Jones keeps saying 666. I just show you guys the picture I did today. Sometimes Snapchat is fun. I don't really use it to talk to anybody. I just use it for the filters because they're hilarious. Especially the ones that make me look like a man. I think that's just freaking funny as hell. Freak people out. My auntie seen one that I did that makes you look like the opposite sex, and I look like my brother. She's like, "You look just like your brother." I'm like, "You think? He is my brother." You're not getting one hidden. No, no, no. You're getting a package going out in the mail tomorrow.
Who is
Hidden.
hidden?
Yeah,
Hidden,
me
hidden
and
stuff.
did our first auction Friday night, not realizing how much other crap was going on. We had no idea Coin Seminar was going on. And there was a few other auctions, and of course it's Friday night. There was a ton of different live streams, and yeah, we still did good though.
Cool.
No hidden. I haven't had any time to even look through pennies, let alone quarters. Although I can go through quarters a lot faster than I can pennies.
That's true, Spitfire. I did find a ring in a roll. I think I actually still might have it.
A Route 66 button. That's awesome. Oh, no, I don't call anybody Stefan unless they tell me that's their name, because that's just grounds.
Yeah, it's I actually still have it.
Oh, it's so pretty.
That one I found in a penny roll, and it had a dime inside of it.
Nice.
And I actually have a picture of it just the way I found it, and I thought it was the most crazy thing.
Somebody threw it in a change jar, I bet, and just forgot about it.
Right, and so, somewhere along the lines, it picked up a dime, and it fit, and it just fit in a roll somehow, which I don't understand how that works, but you know, it is what it is.
Right. The filter didn't remove your facial hair. Well, what the hell? That's not good.
Need any I got ammunition here. There we go. Ammunition. It's cursed.
Here, I know, got my other Facebook stuff on there.
Did I weigh it with a dime? No, I didn't weigh it with a dime. I have no idea what it weighs. No, it wasn't a nickel roll. It was actually a. I think I still have it. Let me see. I think I still have it on my desktop somewhere. Hold on. Yeah, ring roll right here. So let's see. I'll kick that up. I'm gonna hold on. Let me put this. Oh.
Can you see that, CJ?
I will in just 1 second here. Give me a second.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so that is the picture that I took of the ring inside the penny roll. Exactly how I found it. And I thought it was the craziest thing because I was like, well, how does that even work? Because I wouldn't be like with just size of it, like it's slightly bigger than a penny. So like I guess that's how it would fit inside of a roll, but especially with the heart part, like how does that get through a machine? Like that's the part that I don't understand.
Who knows?
So
that's
kind
of crazy,
right? But I'd take a picture of it because I'm like, this is nuts. I'll never have anything like this again. Okay, you got a picture up?
Yeah, here. Steven kept putting me as 666. That was my picture this morning.
Yes.
It was definitely a Monday.
Yeah, it was definitely Monday.
Definitely Monday. So there you go. That is my Monday.
And Dragon says it's got a curse on it. It made it through undamaged. Well, okay then, but I mean, sure.
Maybe.
I guess.
Exactly, Frank, because Monday.
Yeah, it wasn't a customer wrap roll. That's straight from the bank, for sure. But it was such a weird thing because I noticed on the outside of the wrapper, I was like, hey, this is really weird. Like, what's all this like wrapper junkified stuff, and then I open it up and I find that inside of it. I'm like, what?
That's awesome.
That's crazy sauce. What is going on here? So would you have cursed since we made it through the sea of other temples? Yeah, probably. Via the Mandela effect. Probably not the Mandela effect when he won the coin hunt tournament. I like that hidden. Is it silver? No, Bill, it's junk. It's just junk metal. It's not stamped with anything, and it's too light to be made of anything precious.
Right, aluminum.
Or just pot metal.
Yeah.
One ring to rule them all. That's right. The one ring. The penny ring to rule them all. Wait, is that another lol? Oh yeah, I have another one. Denver. I have like 3 or 4 of these for Denver.
I have 3 P's and 1 D of the San Antonios. I have not gotten a W yet.
So should I make a Denver and a Philadelphia?
Yes.
Same color? Or all different colors?
Same color. It'd be cool if you could, I was trying to figure out like, how would you do that? But it would have to be pretty big to do, or actually, no, there's 4. Because there's D, S, and W for each one. So that you'd have to have a 20 quarter set to do one of each.
Well,
Have the entire set.
I do have this one that is significantly larger.
Yeah, you're gonna fit 20 quarters in there, though, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
To do.
Challenge accepted.
There you go.
Just saying.
To do one of each of each.
But the other thing that I thought about is doing the holders like the colors of like the mint sets. You know how the stripes on them are for the different mints.
Yeah.
So like one's white, one's blue, one's red. Doing that same thing.
Oh, there you go.
And then have it match the mint that it came from.
Ah, well, that'd be all right too. That would work. Just Spitfire, I used to always, my ex-husband, one of his infamous sayings, and it's one of the only good things that ever came out of his mouth was 2 million sperm and you were the fastest one. So
Point Dragon, that is exactly correct. You will not find anything of significance.
oh, you're just cruel. You're damning him.
He brought it upon himself. Don't even start like I'm some bad guy. He brought it upon himself. Don't have the holder match the mint mark, drive people nuts that way. Okay, well, then I'll just do.
Okay, I want holders to match mint marks.
Well, I mean, have a good night, Captain Jigga. Thanks for stopping in.
Night,
Appreciate
Jigga.
it.
Stay warm, dude.
Well, and the best part is once I have the design and stuff, I can just drop in any color that I want and print it out exactly the same. So that's the best part is that once the hard work is done, making the actual design, then it's just changing the colors, is just changing the filament and hitting print.
Well, there you go.
Because
I like the copper. I was wondering if that was going to look. But the quarters look nice and blingy.
Some bling blinging.
Yeah.
What's up, Alden Davis?
Alden, how you doing?
What's up, buddy? Oh man, I still feel bad from this weekend because I was like not super hungry but kind of hungry. So what I ended up doing is getting some boneless chicken wings and a pizza, and then I ate them all by
I'm
myself.
feeling a second of boohoo for you because you got that pizza when I was hungry.
The pizza was pretty legit though.
I really wanted some pizza.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I was hurting afterwards because that was way too much food in a short amount of time, and that hurt me.
A little bit, it does, yeah.
Okay, well, as long as we're on the mend, I mean,
Still my arch.
I can't believe I ate the whole thing. That's right. I can't believe I ate the whole thing. But it was good though. I mean, it was good. It's just good.
Ugh, I gotta go grab a pop. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I found Michigan Pop in Texas. I had to buy it.
I still left in here. Hidden. I'm checking. Hidden's gonna give away a 20-cent piece, and then says nope, I'm not going to. Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. Hidden threatened me with a good time. 20-cent piece. Jeez. Oh. I don't know. I could go for some 20-cent pieces. She ran away. She's quiet now. Coin tease. I'm right, Coin Dragon. Actually, it's I don't know. The 20-cent piece. Or would you want those what do you call it? Dang it, what do you call it? Those wood grain scents that I've been tagging you in, Frank. Because I've thought about tagging you in every single one of those wood grain posts. At 20 cents or the 20-cent coins, no way. You can't have all those dates. All of those dates, really? It should be killing you.
Sorry, had to pee.
Yeah, I've been Tim Rathjen is selling a bunch of a wood grain early wheats, and on like like on every other one of them I'm tagging Frank in them. I'm like, hey man, you got this one? Hey, you got this one? Hey, you got this one? And they are like wickedly wood grain. And yeah, I just like to see Frank, just trip out over it.
Thank you, Alden.
Someone on CoinOp has a 1909 to 1940 wood set.
Ooh.
Okay. Peace. See you, Tex. Thanks for not playing.
I missed him.
Little bit of leeway, and then no, I'm not playing that game.
Ah. Trolley.
Yeah, that's all right. Whatever. Next. But yeah, I mean, so like I'm excited because now like I have a little bit of time, especially that I don't have a lot of like stress at work, that I can work on and work on a lot of these coin projects that I've been kind of putting on the back burner for a little while. So
Hidden CJ doesn't give wrenches out.
I don't really.
No. Nope. I don't even have one. So rude.
So the other thing that I need to do is I need to get some more black filament, and I'm gonna print out a bunch of W holders and then send them to Jeff and have them do I don't even know if I still have it somewhere because it's cool as heck. Um, the uh, the finish on it, um, the cool finish. I don't even know what it's called. Can't even think of it.
Satin.
Yeah, that satin finish. So I'm gonna print out a bunch of W's and get him to do those satin finishes for me, and then I'll do a special run of those holders because those are wicked nice. So, but it's gonna cost me, but I figure I know at least a few people will want them. So, according to my notes, because I actually take notes sometimes, for things,
For stuff.
for things and stuff.
Like that. Like that. Got one over here. Got a whole list of stuff over here.
Yeah, but I need to do a holder for the Denver quarters is the other one that I need to get done.
That was just not smart, Amy.
Did you spill a bunch of coins?
Shh. Narc? Shut up. No. Now, box of goodies, because I still don't have like anywhere to really put them, so stuff is still in boxes. So every so often I go, ooh, there's actually stuff in the bottom of this box. I should probably see what's in it. It's a bunch of sets. Canadian mint proof set. Montreal Canadian set.
Canadians? You got some Canadians there?
Yep. Canadians. Check that out.
Hey Frank, I thought you were gonna complete your 53 set. Are you not going to complete it? Because you had everything except for like one or two. Reasons.
Yeah, I just found a 63 proof set.
Nice.
Yeah.
You have like random like collections just sitting inside random tubes, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got this one. So very first one is what is it? Singapore from 1987. I got a steel, and then I got a bunch of wheats. I have no idea, man.
Well, I got a whole little bin of wheats.
I have no idea.
I just chuck if it's not a date I need in my book, I just chuck them in this bin. I have a bin of wheats. A 68 Canadian proof set.
Bin of wheats. I don't think I've ever heard somebody describe that. I have a bin of wheats. I've like a bucket of wheats, a can of wheats, a can of wheat.
I have a little bin. that I have no clue where it's at. Of course.
It's in your bin box.
Yeah, it's in the box of bins.
Yeah, come on, don't you know that?
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
cream of wheat. Yeah, you got cream of wheat. You got box of wheat. You got bin bin says Lemon.
These are not for bin. I just got these. Look at Royal Mint. If it'll focus. These things are BA. Like they got a little claspy.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, and then it pops out. It goes like this, and you got your COA, and then it's like bam. And these things are well, this one's upside down in there, but I mean
that's some purdy. Are those UK or Canadian?
UK.
Ooh.
But they are just God. Gorgeous.
Scrumdiddlyumptious.
I got an 88 and an 87.
That's it?
Seriously need a shelf because these belong on a shelf.
Well, put up a shelf behind you. That'll be the coin shelf.
Well, I need to, but I have it there.
Put it underneath the TV. Come on. All I hear is excuses.
I'm going to be knocking the shelf over every time I stand up. Like, seriously, I'm short. We only have 8-foot ceilings, and I'm short, and I can touch my ceilings.
You don't have to make the shelf super deep. Come on now.
Trust me.
Just a little shadow box just to put them up in. See? Like I know things. Trust me.
A shadow box would actually be a good idea. Because I need something that's enclosed because this house is dusty. Yeah.
you do not need another shelf. You do not need it with an elf.
That's lies. That's not true. I need shelves.
And I need elves. So, reasons.
Oh, I would love a couple elves, monkeys, little helper monkeys. I don't care.
They're
potty trained and it's helpful.
There's a place here in Oregon. It's a burger shop, and they actually have a monkey, like a monkey cage, in the front of the burger shop, and his name is Elvis. So it's Elvis the monkey, and yeah, like it's pretty it's freaking hilarious. It just is.
No, I need, shit. Well, you're right along with me because, we got our jobs about the same time. And then it was like, wait, YouTube what? Coin what? Wait, hold on. I don't have time to do anything. What?
I'm putting together some short videos that I will be launching. The thought that I had, and I think I've talked to Blues about this one before, where to just spend like a day or a couple of days and put together a bunch of videos, and then upload them and set them to come out like every Tuesday and Thursday or every Wednesday or whatever,
Right.
So that in those times where stuff gets sideways and like whatever, and I just don't have time to do a live stream or a video, I still have content that's coming out.
There you go. Now I need to do something like that. I haven't even really been able to do that. Like the time that I'm spending here now with you, trust me, don't get me wrong. I enjoy it.
Hold on.
It's like my socializing outside of work.
I'm not sure how I'm gonna take that right now because it really sounds like that. Really sounds like that you're saying that you're hating on like spending time with us people of the coin. Just me? Oh, sweet. All right. Where's the eject button? Hold on. Remove from stream. Click.
That is not what I meant at all. You let me finish. No, just I should be doing other things instead of sitting on streams. But I'm like, I can't. This is, at least I get to see you guys and talk to you guys and stuff. To me, that's more important than making videos right now. I just
Coin Dragon. Nee.
Nee.
We are the knights that say nee.
Bring me a shrubbery.
Bring us a shrubbery.
I was watching that at work. I had it on my phone. I put my phone right up between my keyboard and my monitor, And
you were watching Monty Python at work? Really?
Yeah. Well, when I don't have stuff to do and, I answer phones, but other than, and I'll pause it when I have to answer the phone. But other than that, if I'm just working on regular whatever, like I do all kinds of crap. Most of it is computer work. So if I'm working on a spreadsheet, making sure the maintenance folders are up to date and the maintenance, spreadsheet's up to date. And I just put a movie on and listen to it or whatever. I've been catching up on or rewatching that 70s show a lot. But yeah, I was sitting at work. I'm just sitting there giggling, laughing my ass off. They're looking at me like, what the hell? I'm like, Monty Python, sorry. I've seen it 100
I like Frank. You must cut down the mightiest tree and the forest with a herring.
I still like the best part of that movie for me, and it's not one that you can actually quote, but it's when they go to make the Trojan horse and you start hearing all the saws, but then all of a sudden you start hearing all the power tools going.
Right. I like when they're all laid down and they put the horse out there and then they take the horse in and they're like, okay, so what do we do next? And he's like, well, us three will get in the horse. And they're like, they go through the whole thing and the horse is already inside. It's like, oh, run away.
Numismatic picker, don't say that.
Trey. TR.
You want to work with numismatics, then do it. PCGS, I think, was hiring not too long ago. They were looking for people to
I want to work. Hey, Flash in your pan, how you doing? I want to work on my own gold mine. Yeah, that's right. Your own gold mine, your own thing. Because that way nobody can tell you what to do except for you. Like you have your own place and everything, and that's nobody can tell you different. It's your place, it's your rules. That's what I'm talking about.
Is that the Durban Mint, Alden? Did you want to work at the Durban Mint?
Oh yeah, that
What's up, Ed?
That could also be an option. The Durban Mint, yeah.
I can hear your machine going. My hand. That means money's coming in. Ooh.
What's that? What?
My hand. Every time, supposedly, the old wives' tales, when your hand itches, like my right hand, when my palm itches, it means you're supposed to be coming into money.
Okay. Well, I mean, that works for me.
Like an old wives' tale. I heard it somewhere. I don't know where, but so every time
you heard it from a thing.
Probably some old Chinese lady or something. Ancient Chinese secret.
Well, you know, Trey, if you start doing your own coins, then you set your own hours and everything. That's the best part. Is that you can do whatever you want because you're the only one doing it.
Wash your hands and I'll be broke. These hands will never be washed. That's ketchup from the 3rd grade over here.
There's 3 pictures that I always keep on my phone. And those are the references for the 1970s small and large date, the 1960 small and large date, and the 1982 small and large date.
See, I don't
because
need the 82.
undoubtedly I will be able to use them at any given point.
The 60s
Because
and 82s are easy for me to tell. It's the 70s that get me. Bad. Bad, bad. I don't even
I've
look
only
for
had
the
one that messed with me.
70s mess with me horribly. 70S's. I had a whole roll of 70S's, went through the whole thing, and I'm like, damn it. And then I'm like, I can't get rid of a single one of them because I probably overlooked one. And I don't even try the 74.
I think the 74 is easy. Just because I look at the 7. But that's me. But like the 70, especially if it's like I've had a few of them that made me kind of stop and look at it and be like, okay, which way is this 9 actually pointing? But
I don't know
and then
how old you are, numismatic picker, but 6 figures a year is not bad, even if it's only 100 grand. That's not a bad living at all.
yeah, it's only like 6 figures. Get out of here. What is that nonsense?
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
everybody in here would like just a 6-figure income. Really? Just saying. I would like a 6-figure income. I'm just
I
saying.
would really like a 6-figure income. Preferably with the starting number being a 9. And then followed by 9s.
Followed by zeros.
And a decimal point.
Can I have a number and then 6 zeros? Because zeros are still figures. So as long as I have any number and then 6 zeros, can I have that?
Sure, absolutely.
I'm gonna sit in a room in the dead of silence for only 6 figures. Where do I sign up? Sit in the silence, the dead silence of a room for 6 figures? 2. I'm done. I do that all day long.
Pretty much. And look at
right.
beautiful freaking coins. And you never know what coins are going to come through your doorway that day.
And get tunnel vision
I don't.
and
I'll
headaches.
put up with some
Well,
coins.
then it sounds like that's not the career that you should be looking for anyway. If it's causing you that much problems.
I have a size 6 foot just spitfire. Does that count? Do I win?
11.
Oh my God. I'm sensing a little, oh, what's the word for it?
Animosity.
Yeah, that's a good word. We'll go with that one. Numismatic. Oh, your tray. Tray. That explains it. Tray. You know what, though? Honestly, if that's not what you want to do, then don't do it.
Yeah.
And the fact that
If
you
there's that many like non great things, and then stop looking at it.
yeah.
And not everything you read on forums and on the internet is true. That should not have to be said.
Right.
I saw it in a YouTube video. It's got to be true. It's 100% true. This 1983 is the one. This 1983 right here is the one. It's worth $1 million. I saw a YouTube video.
I thought it was 16,000, but $1 million works.
Yeah, might as well be $1 million.
You know what? There's some people that I knew and grew up with that were ridiculously smart. Like, could have worked for NASA, freaking smart. No joke. And the one guy was actually like my first real major love boyfriend. And he was just incredibly talented. And he decided to start his own painting business. That's what made him happy. And everybody else sat there and went, what? Like, why would you do that? Like, you're just wasting your brain. What are you doing? No, that's what made him happy. That's what
Absolutely.
he do,
More power to you.
right? It was like, there you
Absolutely.
go, dude. And he's successful at it. So,
Even better.
can't knock him for that. So, Trey, I mean, honestly, if grading's not what you want to do, fine. You have to learn how to grade to be, like Hidden said, to be really successful. But yeah, pretty much. You have to learn how to grade. You have to know how to do it so you know what you're buying. But if he thinks 6 figures is not enough money and wants to make more than that, and we know Trey, and he's a pretty what's the word I'm looking for? Determined kid, he'll probably do it. So just remember, little people down here.
Or if you really want to go outside the box and you can make it happen, why don't you do your own grading service?
There's another thing.
You want to compete with the big boys and set your own hours and set your own prices and do everything just the way that you want it? Do your own. Nothing stop you.
Yeah.
Spitfire. I love it. That's great.
No. You know what, though? You got to fail a few times. That's just how it works. You're not going to learn. So, good night, Hidden. Have a good evening.
Good night, Eden. Thanks for stopping in, man.
But yeah,
Failure is always an option.
oh yeah, always.
Always an
You're
option.
gonna fail at things you thought you had. There's always going to be somebody just a little bit better than you. But the key is to strive to continue to better yourself. And
if you fail, learn about what happened and then do it better.
Now, that's what you want to strive to do, is to do it right the first time. But sometimes you got to do it wrong a few times in order to figure out how to do it right. And that's just reality. So, you'll figure it out sooner or later.
One way or another, by failing or not.
One way of us pick it up sooner, some of us get it later. Such is life.
Right. Magic and science.
And reasons.
Oh, so I have some 73 mint sets coming my way.
Okay.
They have the Ikes in them.
Oh. They're not silver. Are they silver?
Huh? In mint sets, I don't think so, but I don't care because they're still key dates.
Right. Oh yeah, they're the key date of Ikes.
Right. So I
have
some of those coming. Yeah, I have one proof. I think
right.
is
I think this might be it. Is this it? Yeah. This is the one that I have, a brown Ike, a 73 brown Ike. I don't even have a circulated one.
So the 73 copper nickel clad, 2 million. The 73 Denver, 2 million. The copper nickel proofs were actually 2.7 million. So there's more proofs than there are business strikes.
That makes sense because I haven't run across the circulated one.
Yeah, and then 1.7 million of the Philly and Denver were only sold in sets and not released for circulation. So, bam.
Well, good night, Mr. Yarbus.
Good night, Travis. Thanks for stopping in, man.
I'm so glad you got to see me.
Be well, man. Be well.
Yes. Absolutely.
And I'm glad you got to see her over there.
Yeah,
That
I'm just her.
That one over there.
My giant bag of Twizzlers that I can't stop eating.
See you, Lemon.
Put those over there.
I got to get going as well. All right, Spitfire. I'll see you around. Thanks for stopping in.
Good to see you,
Spitfire. Old her. Oh.
You go to hell. Go to hell, yeah. Yeah, I got my first 1970 Kennedys. And no, just the one Kennedy.
1970D?
Yep. In an unk set. And look at how white it is.
Blast white.
Yeah. It's like nasty white. It don't look good at all.
What are you talking about? Some people are all over that. They call them blast whites.
Really?
Yep.
I don't like it.
There's some of them, especially like on quarters, and then some early early Morgananas, that they are just so like straight up like white that they actually call it blast white, because that's exactly what it looks like.
Freaking white. Well, then maybe I won't mess with it, because I was half tempted to take it out and put it with what I did to my 73.
Some desiccant or
the silica
gel. They did, yeah, desiccant. This stuff right here.
Yeah, that's what I did with this one. This
desiccant.
Desiccant. Yeah. This had milk spots on it. Well, not milk spots, but you know how it gets the frosty
milking. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, what I did was I took one of these, I just stuck it in here like this. It's been sitting in there for probably damn near a year now, and guess what?
It's all gone.
There's no spots anymore. I was half tempted to do that with that 70, and I'm like, oh, it's the only 70 Kennedy that I got. Maybe I'll leave it be.
I think I have a 70 Kennedy, because I have a full Kennedy set book thing ish thingy, reasons.
Yeah, the reverse ad, but the obverse it's white. Funky. But this is what the envelope looked like, and I got it for dirt cheap because it was in their bin of get rid of it. It was probably down.
Oh, it's water damage.
Yeah. In somebody's basement that got flooded or whatever. And I was like, it's 70, everything else, even the dime looks like that. I'm like, screw it. It was just a couple dollars. I'm like, there's a silver Kennedy in it. I'll take it.
Yeah, that's worth the money for the entire set.
Right? Like, I think I paid like $4 or $5 for it.
Oh, come on. Get out.
It's got a 740 in it. It's mine. So. Oh, I don't even want to look outside. I can hear this. I can hear the wind. I haven't looked outside. We're supposed to be getting a mix. Although if they call school off tomorrow, I'll be really happy.
At least it's not as bad as what Michigan would be right now, right?
Yeah, Oh yeah, no, nothing like that.
It would be, 5 feet buried inside your house.
Good old back home getting. We're gonna find out. I haven't looked at their weather in a few days. It is 12 degrees in Gwinn, Michigan, with a 20% chance of snow.
Just all of that is just a lot of nonsense. I'm just saying.
They're under a winter weather advisory.
Of course they are.
The winter storm warning is canceled. So the lake affects snow and some blowing snow possible. Additional snow accumulations of 1 to locally 4 inches greater near the Marquette-Alger County line, which is where I lived because it's higher altitude. Yeah. I don't live there. Yay!
Coin Dragon's going to be buried in his apartment building.
Oh, you're getting the lake effect. Ew.
Oh, that's a big hard no.
I'll shut up and stop bitching about it being cold. While I sit in my Michigan State hoodie and drink my Vernors.
Frank, what's the temperature there, man? Sure, it's like negative 40 or some ridiculous number.
What is it where you are?
That is a very good question. Last time I checked it, today, that is not my city, actually. Maybe that helped if it was actually my city.
32 degrees here.
I pulled up the weather and it said Washington, D.C. I'm like, nope, last time I checked, I am not in Washington, D.C. I am at 47, partly cloudy. Overnight, 42 degrees, 10% chance. Tomorrow is going to be high 54, low 44, 70% chance of rain. And then high 50s the rest of the week.
Oh, that's not too bad.
24 degrees? Oh.
32 right now.
Oh, that is unpleasant.
With a low of 28. 45 tomorrow, low of 25. High of 53 on Wednesday. 55 on Wednesday night. Or no, Thursday. Yeah, we're in the 50s and 30s at night. But then on Sunday, 61 degrees. Monday, 63. Texas can't
like a tropical party.
Right. Like Texas can't figure out this part of Texas, Northeast, because we're kind of inland, but we're still kind of close to the Gulf. So it can't figure out if it wants to be part of the plains and, like Tornado Alley and, whatnot, get blizzards and shit, or if it wants to be, like Houston and New Orleans.
Oh, so it's bipolar.
Yeah. Oh, extremely. It goes all winter long. Like you have the sniffles all winter long. And it's not because you're sick. It's because it was 20 degrees yesterday and it's 70 today. You get an ice storm, a quarter inch of ice, half inch of ice. Everybody freaks out. Everybody loses power. Accidents all over the place. I don't drive anywhere. I know how to drive in this kind of weather. And I don't drive because of all the other assholes on the road. I'm not going to do it.
It's like that here when it snows, dude. It's ridiculous.
Oh, they'd shut everything down, and I'm going, what the hell is wrong with you people?
It's a quarter of an inch of snow on the road. What are you
Enough
doing?
people drive on it, it turns to rain. God, it's so ridiculous. They're cleaning out the grocery stores like they're going to be snowed in. And then, I talk to people down here or they see my Michigan hoodie and they're like, oh, are you from up there? Yeah, I'm from up there. And they're like, how do you guys even live?
like everybody else
And I'm
does.
like, well, we've been kind of dealing with this for a long time. We know how to deal with snow. Like, the worst I've ever had to do is, open up my screen door and pop the window out and crawl out to get my doorway shoveled to open my door. That's not the worst. I mean, or you have your door open inward, so all the snow falls in your house. Had that happen before. Me and my brother, we popped out the window of our screen door and tunneled out into the front yard and made a huge like igloo inside our front yard.
See, something like that would be cool if we ever got enough snow to do anything like that. But like here, like the worst that we've ever had, it was one year. It was freezing rain, and then it snowed, and then it had freezing rain again. So you had like this layer of ice with snow in between, and then all of that on top of ice.
Right.
And that was worst that we've ever had it.
Oh, no. See,
But otherwise,
we get the snow and then everybody goes to work and drives and whatnot. So it all gets slushy and smushy and gross.
mhm.
And when it's like that, the plows won't do anything. Unless it's like really, really deep stuff. So then at nighttime, it freezes and becomes an ice rink, or as we say, slicker than shit. And then it snows on top of that, and it just rinse and repeat for 3 to 4 months. And then come springtime, you get to find where all the holes are. Some of them will swallow a car. So it gets really interesting up there. But yeah, like last year, my kids literally could climb up on my roof and jump off into the snow and stuff. So
Bill, for me, that was 2008. No, 2010. So somewhere right in there.
Oh wow. I know the winters of 95 and 96 were record-breaking snow years up north where I'm from in the UP. And in 96, actually 97 was too, because that was the year I moved back. 96, I lived in Lower Michigan, and I remember my mom calling, bitching, because she had her big picture window in her living room. She absolutely loved. It was like the best part of her house. She absolutely loved it. And the snow literally was up past the window. You couldn't see out. Like, it made the house dark. You couldn't see out. That's how much snow was built up. They had to have front end loaders. Like, they literally were driving front end loaders around and just shoveling and moving snow because people couldn't, the snow blowers won't throw it up anymore. They won't throw it up that high. So they got like these tunnels that just fit a car in their driveways. Yeah, like just craziness. But I always tell people we're prepared for that kind of thing, like, what do you mean, how do we live? It's like we have 4-lane highways and you have basically an entire lane, actually a little wider than an entire lane that's in the center of the highway. Plus you have large shoulders on each side. And in the wintertime, you'll see 4 snowplows, and these are the big, giant, huge snowplows. I mean, they'll take your car out like nothing. And you'll see 4 of them staggered, and they go down one side and clean half of it, and then they come up the other side and clean.
Right.
And they're just staggered between, and they just go. When you see them, get out of the damn way, because they ain't sleeping. So it's kind of crazy.
Lose track of snow ice records. We had that during the blizzard of 77.
Before my time, but I've heard all about it.
There's pictures of here in Oregon where the snow was so deep that people standing on top of their cars, and the snow was still deeper, and that was on a major road, and that was back in like the 30s. But then I also have pictures from Montana, where like the snow drifts were so high, they were like over 10 feet high, and it was like in the 20s and 30s. So like You barely have cars at that point, and it is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
But that's what you get when you have because it was the east side of Montana, which is all the flat land. So that's where all the farmland is. So that's it's all the wind are just going to build these massive drifts of crazy.
Oh yeah. It's just the way of life up there. Some people absolutely live for it. I mean, some of it is fun, don't get me wrong. I just
Yeah, when you go snowboarding off your roof.
done it. One of the main streets in Marquette is Front Street, and it's a big hill. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
We went snowboarding down that about 3:00 in the morning. And cops went past us. We're like, oh shit, jump off snowboards, hauling ass, running.
Drive up the hill.
Like, woo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah. But, you get drunk, you need to sober up, you go jump in the snow.
Right.
You don't have to worry about buying ice. You don't have to worry about a cooler.
Yeah, you just put your bottles and stuff in your cans in the snowbank.
Yep, pretty much. That's it. Everybody, like, we have what we call breezeways. I don't know, depending on where you're from. Most people call mud rooms or whatever. So it's like the entryway before you actually enter the house.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And sometimes they're connected to the garage, and sometimes they're just, a part of the house before you actually get into the house. And pretty much most of the houses up there have them. And it's so you can kick off all the snow boots and everything before the kids come into the house. And that's where you keep all of your pop, all of your waters, and, anything that you need. And it doesn't waste up your space in your freezer and your fridge and stuff like that. So,
right. Uh-huh.
That's always nice. Then you get it in the wintertime.
Yep. My grandparents had one of those too.
I love the spring.
And it was actually called either called the back porch or the mud room. That was kind of interchangeable. Because the funny thing is that you have the front of the house, and you have the front door here, and then not 10 feet away you have the back porch on the same side as the front entrance.
Right.
It's like, okay,
how does that work?
I don't know how this is back when it's on the front of I don't know.
Yeah, that's what me and my brother did that one year. Oh, it was actually 97, which was still a hefty snow year. And that's when we tunneled out of our front door, and we tunneled into the yard, and we made couches in there and everything. And even my dad got into it and was helping us take snow out and stuff. And then my mom came home and she went in it, and she's like, oh, this is really cool. This is good. And then like a half hour later, she come out and she's like, you guys need to get out of there. What are you talking about? And she's like, what if it caves in? And like started freaking out. Really, Ma? Like, we just spent like 8 hours making this.
I would love to get into a place where there's enough snow to make igloos. That would be I think that most snow that we've ever had, even growing up as a kid, was like 3 or 4 inches, which is not a lot here, because it does not, it lasts for maybe like 2 days, and then it's gone. Then it just melts.
Oh no, I don't. For me, winters are weird. I'm not used to winters down here because there is no snow. I mean, you might get snow a little, maybe. You might see a few flurries. And then once every few years, you'll get maybe an inch or two. And that's it. And I remember the first year I moved here, we actually got snow, and it was on Christmas. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. It's pretty much warm all winter. And then you just get the little bit of snow on Christmas, which makes it look like Christmas. So yay. And then the 2 years after that, it was nothing. It was dry. It was actually kind of warm. And I'm like, this isn't right. This isn't right at all. Oh, the snow block makers. Yes, I remember those.
We never had those.
They're just like red plastic bins. And you just pack snow in them. And if you really want to make them good, then you get them wet and let them sit for a minute, and then you pack more snow on it and spray it again. One thing my kids love to do that I taught them is you take water bottles, you put a little bit of food coloring in them. They go outside with the spray bottles and spray the snow and make color the snow, basically.
Oh, I never thought about that. That's cool.
Yeah. So they love doing that. So every time they see snow, they're like, can we have a water bottle? Squirt bottle.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, because then you could like build snowmans or whatever, and or just really anything, and then color it like a painting, basically.
Yeah. One thing to Google, if you ever want to Google it, is what's it? The winter Michigan Tech MTU Winter Carnival. Now, Michigan Tech University is one of the top technology. So you get all the different, and have they do snow. What am I trying to say? Not carvings. They make like statues and stuff. Just all kinds of different
Spit it
things.
out.
I can't.
Sculptures.
Michigan Tech Huskies. No, anything, everything. Sometimes it's usually sculptures. Thank you. One year they had a SpongeBob theme. So like one fraternity house did the pineapple, and it went like a 15-foot high giant
That's so awesome.
pineapple that you could walk in and everything.
Oh,
And then
that's
SpongeBob, and then a sorority would do Squidward or something. They do all kinds of stuff. Google it, look up the pictures. They do some really super cool. Some years are better than others, depending, it's all on the students, but it's fun. My grandfather used to do all the sleigh rides for them.
Oh, okay.
So when we were little, we used to go on the sleigh rides and go watch. My grandpa would, all the bunch of college kids would come on, and then he'd take them around and stuff like that. It was super fun. It is a blast. Then when I got older, I realized what all the college kids were really doing. And it was still really fun. So.
There is a I can't remember where it's at. I want to say it's somewhere in Europe. But they have every year they have a festival, and it's literally like a festival of ice. So they have all kinds of different ice sculptures. They build an entire hotel out of ice.
Yes, I've heard of that place.
Oh, and that would be just fun as heck.
That would be awesome. There's I've seen it on Facebook in Iceland, maybe, where they have like the clear glass domes that you can see, so you can watch the northern lights. And I'm like,
oh yeah, that would be awesome.
Oh God, I want a bucket list.
I had a friend go to Iceland, and I'm so jealous because I totally want to go to Iceland.
Me too.
That would just be one of those things that would just be cool. So,
plus, I'm like doing the Viking hairstyle and stuff here, and I love all that kind of stuff. Need to go. I need to go. I need to start working on a new tattoo. That's what I need to do.
I've only seen the Aurora here 3 times, and it was last January. I have never seen it actually.
Oh, CJ,
I know.
you have to.
I am aware.
There's
I
there's
get it.
don't make excuses. You just do it.
Well, I would need to go somewhere where I can actually see it. Goofy.
Well, you can see them in the EP often, a lot. Not as good as if you were, further north in Canada, but
well, and that's the other thing is that especially this summer, this coming summer, I would really love, like, I'm hoping that I can make it work out, but I want to take my son up to Banff.
there you go.
And that would be a wicked place.
Absolutely. No, my kids finally got to see him. Kai still hasn't, my oldest. We went to the beach. They were supposed to be out. They probably did come out later, but they weren't making it that long. And that's the thing with the Northern Lights. They come out the best when it's cold out for some reason. So you don't always see them so good in the summertime, but the early spring, later fall, and the wintertime is when they come out really good. And it is, like Coin Dragon said, it is absolutely amazing. There's some nights where you'll get what they're called pillars. So because you always watch the horizon, people always think they have to look straight up, and you don't. You watch the horizon, so you need to go somewhere that's very dark, and not a lot of excess light. So we always went way out past Marquette, and you just watch where you think the end of Lake Superior ends, and all of a sudden you'll just see these green pillars shooting up, and they're called pillars. And even just that, and you'll just barely see them, but even watching those are cool. But one night I did get my kids up, and I'm like, we got to go now. I was going to drive them out to the beach where I normally go, which is 30 miles out past Marquette. And we didn't even have to leave the Air Force Base with all the lights and everything. And I mean, they were purple and pink and green, and they were just swirling all over our heads. It was wicked. They can be so freaking cool.
Thanks for rubbing it in. That didn't help.
Little like the W's.
Big jerk.
Sorry. I'm just trying to get you excited to go, because you got to go. You have to.
Oh no, I'm wickedly, because the whole purpose of going to Canada, and it doesn't have to be Banff, but there's a couple of the places that I wanted to go kind of north of Montana, is that when one of my grandmas was still around, she actually took us to Canada back when you could just drive across the border.
Right.
Never had to stop or anything. You could just up and drive across the border.
I know. I did that when I was 19 to go drinking. It's awesome.
And she took it was my cousin and I. She took us up to Canada, and we visited a couple of spots, and one of them was this old fort that's up there. And it was just one of those things that I must have been, I don't know, 5 to 7, like something around that. And I still remember it very vividly. I mean, it was just one of those things that absolutely stuck with me. So that kind of experience, that's what I want to take my son to, is just something like that, because he's going to remember, that the memory of visiting a place like that way more than anything else. Right.
Exactly. Because I mean, when I was a kid, that's what I remember, is all the different places that we went to. Like I didn't grow up with money at all, ever. Hey, my new driver passed her drug test. Just so you know.
About time.
Right. One thing that my mom always did do, which was super cool, was just spur of the moment. Now, whether her and my stepdad had it planned or not, who knows? But to me and my brother, it was always spur of the moment type of thing. And she would just be like, okay, we need to make some sandwiches and whatnot. And she'd always pack a cooler. She still does it. Always pack a cooler, sandwiches and snacks and drinks, bottles of water or whatever. If it was like, a super special trip, we got to go to McDonald's for breakfast. And then we would just take off and go. And wherever we landed is where we landed. And maybe they always had a plan or knew, but that was always, to me, one of like the coolest things. So I do that with my kids. I'm like, come on, we're going exploring. Like, where are we going? I don't know.
I don't know. We're just going to go.
Yeah. And I have and I'll tell my kids, which way should we turn? And they'll tell me which way to go. Okay, let's go down this way and see what we find.
That's awesome. I love it.
That's the one thing I've tried to keep going with my kids. It's time to go explore. Let's go see what we can find.
Yeah, because it's something that they will remember being the experience way more than a thing.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, I'd love to take my kids to not Disney World so much, but what is the other place? Universal Studios. I want to go to the Pirates of the Caribbean and the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Right.
It's like, I'd love to take my kids there. And yeah, they'd probably remember that. But probably not as well as some of the other stuff that we've done.
Yeah, it's like one of my biggest thing is the experience. Like, just focus on the experience, because that's what he's gonna remember. Like, the things will come and go. The experiences will always be there.
Right. Gettysburg is somewhere that I still need to get to, but I went to, and I couldn't tell you which battlefield it is. I can't remember the name, but it was in North Carolina, and it was a bigger one. And I just walked through there, and I ended up walking through some sections of it by myself, and there wasn't a lot of people there, and it was the most surrealistic experience. I mean, I don't know, maybe I can just sense things, but it was heart-wrenching. It was grueling to walk through there. I just had the hardest time walking through there. I was like, oh my God, because it's like you could sense everything that had happened there. It was just, but I want to go to Gettysburg.
I want to go to Gettysburg too. Devil's Tower, I've been by it. I haven't gone to it though. And I've been to South Dakota, Black Hills and Mount Rushmore. I've been there. That was cool.
Yeah.
I have not been to the Grand Canyon yet.
No, me neither.
Or Salt Lake. I have not been there.
I've been there.
What's the Glacier National Park? I've been there a bunch of times, and it's awesome.
Haven't been there. Where is that?
West side of Montana, up in the mountains.
Well, see, my oldest lives in Montana, and I'm like, seriously, I need to get up there bad. There's so much I want to do up there. I want to go rock around in Arizona. I want to find some fire agates and some amethyst. Not amethyst, aquamarine.
What about
Oh, and I know where Fenn's treasure is.
Meteorites.
So do not even try, because I know where it is. I just have to get there.
Go what?
Fenn's treasure.
Fence treasure.
Fenn. Forest Fenn. Oh,
I don't know.
CJ. Really? Forrest Fenn is an art collector. That's how he made his money and made his fortune. And he's still living. He's in his 80s now, I think. So for whatever reason, he decided, or that's how it was. He got cancer. He was expected not to make it. So he took a treasure box, basically, and the box itself is worth a shit ton of money. And he filled it up with a bunch of stuff of his: gold, silver, jewels, coins, all kinds of stuff. And then he went and hid it and he had posted a poem about it, and their clues as to find said treasure. And he did this thinking he was going to be passing away and to get people out, because that was one of his most treasured moments growing up, was going to the Rockies with his family when he was younger. So he hit it when he was around 70 years old or so. So one of the things is that, he always says nobody has found it. He said people have literally walked past it and not known, looking for it. So I'm going, okay. And me and Kai, my oldest son, we've sat and went through this poem tooth and nail, looking at maps, everything, and we have it narrowed down. And I'm like, we are going to go there and we are going to find it. It's got to be there. I can't figure out where else it would be. It's above a certain elevation. He's got all kinds of clues to it, but it's somewhere between New Mexico and the border of Canada, because it's somewhere in the Rockies.
That's messed up. That's a huge ass area.
Yeah. People have died trying to find this treasure. But it's not on state land, I don't think. I don't remember. I don't think so. Or maybe it's on public use land, I would say that. Somebody may have already found it and just not said anything.
You're gonna make me not want to sleep tonight.
Google it. It's FENN. Just Fenn's treasure. You'll find out all about it. It's kind of like the Beale ciphers for me. Like I really like the first
Beale ciphers
are done. I'm like, I can figure out the second one. People who make money, that's all they do is ciphers, and they can't even figure it out. And I'm going, I'll figure it out. I'll never figure it out. Yeah, Dustin is out in West Texas, Coin Dragon. Where I live, there's no true rock hound around here. We have a lot of fossils and petrified wood, but rock wise, not so much. You have to go West Texas, further west, out by the Lalanos hills and stuff like that, and you can find all kinds of stuff out there. But right around my area, not so much. I have to go to Arkansas, which I have found some really cool. I did get some really cool quartz crystals when I went.
I would love to go. I mean, I know there's places, I believe down south, that you can go like amethyst hunting. Like you could just go out into this area and basically chip away for like big amethyst crystals. I think that would be hella cool.
Right. The place I went to Crater of the Diamonds, which, all it is it's a field and they till it every so often. And you pay $10 to get in. And then you can rent stuff. And they have a couple wash stations because it's like super, super heavy duty soup clay. So it was raining. Of course, I had my mud boots on. And it was like you step, and if it was somewhere that wasn't sturdy, your foot just goes bloop, and you got to hold your boot and pull up, And one, who was it, Oz maybe? I think Oz was the one who was like, this is the trick. He's like, you got to take like a piece of rebar with you. And I watched that, Bill. You put a piece of rebar down until you hit bedrock to figure out where, well, not bedrock, but where the rocks are, because they'll sink down for some reason or another. But there's rocks through it all. And you can literally just take a shovel full of clay and sit there and just shake the hell out of it underwater, and you'll come up with so many rocks you didn't even know where. So I tried that for a couple hours, but it was cold, it was raining, my hands went frozen, and I said, ugh. So I went to Mount Ida in Arkansas, which is like an hour away, and I guess there's a free place that I didn't realize there was, that you can just go and look for quartz crystals. But I went to the place that you pay for, and it was $18. So it's a little on the spendy side. And I was part of the last crew for the day that went because it's off season, so they closed earlier. But I found some super nice, big terminated, like a couple big ones that had like two pieces, two quartz crystals together and terminated ends and stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
I was so freaking excited. I was like, "Yee,
That would be cool.
this is so fun." And I'm just sitting there with a little thing, just digging through a hill that's already, they tilled some of it up, and I just started looking around, and I looked for where nobody had been digging. And I just sat there and slowly scraped away. I mean, you pop little ones out all day long. I mean, I had a cut on my leg because I was kneeling down. I didn't even know I had crystal cut my leg, and no clue. They're everywhere, but I was looking for big ones. So it was fun.
That would be cool.
Oh, quicksand. But I do know how to get out of quicksand if you ever do fall in it. And it's
Is it
not what
something
everybody.
like float or something?
No, what you
Just
do.
try to float in it.
No, people say not to move, don't move, and that's not true either. You have to move. But just standing there still isn't going to work. It has to do with water displacement. So what you do is, you get stuck, you're down, is you take your feet and you just slowly just do this. And all you do is you're just displacing the water. And you'll see the water start displacing around you. And as you're doing it, it firms the sand up. You just have to keep doing that. And you'll slowly work yourself out. I know. I did too. I was always super afraid of quicksand when I was little. A crystal radio. I don't know. I've heard of them, but I don't have the faintest clue.
Yeah, it has to do with the electroresonance when you hook up a quartz crystal with basically a battery, and because that's basically how watches are made. And they have a quartz crystal, and because it resonates at such a definitive frequency, that's how they tune and time watch pieces.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, if you want to be technical, I like my explanation better.
Whatever,
'Cause
Frank.
reasons.
WTF, Frank.
Frank, it's way too late to be all technical. I'm just saying.
Speaking of which, I was going to try and go to bed early, which obviously didn't happen because CJ came on and then sent me a link, and I went, oh, fine, I'll get out of bed.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You enjoyed it.
I did. It was good. It was nice. I was laying there bored off my ass anyway, and I wasn't really tired. So, but I have to be up at 5:30, so I am going to bounce off here because it is midnight right now.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock here, and I gotta take off too because I also have to get up early. Because I have tomorrow is a full day of meetings and craziness. Yeah, and I'm not ready, man. I'm not ready.
Oh, you'll be fine. It'll work. I have a full day of dealing with drivers.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping in and hanging out.
Yes, thank you for having me, CJ.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely. It's good to sit and chill and hang out with you. It's been a while.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to have just like, kind of regular, just like hangout streams like this, just to shoot it, just because.
Right.
The other thing I'd like to have is kind of like that one where Frank and I were like discussing like in-depth stuff. I would
Right.
like to have like that once a week. But
Starting to do that on, well, you were there last night, I think, right?
on what?
Alden is starting to do that on Sunday nights. He wanted to start, and he did his first one last night. He started streaming.
Okay.
And so I know he asked me if I would do one on Canadians. Basically, I think he just wants to do like 1 or 2 hours of just talking, specific things on coins or different types of coins type. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired.
Right.
But yeah, so, and more of that going on is never a bad thing.
Yeah. It's just stuff I have up in my head, and we'll see how it comes out.
Yeah. Well, if you need any help or whatever, just let me know.
Cool.
I'm always
Appreciate
here. Absolutely.
Oh, you're not always here. You're here most of the time, though.
Most of the time, but you know how to get a hold of me not here too. So I am never without my phone for more than like, a minute.
15 seconds.
Pretty much.
Yeah, 'cause you're busy watching Monty Python. Whatever.
Well, if I'm not busy, it's side noise. That's what it is. It keeps me happy and not yelling at drivers for stupid.
Oh, that works.
Right? All right. We'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.
Bye, Uper. As far as cost-effective way of getting molds made, Lurch, there are some options. You could do a 3D printer and then make what you're actually trying to pour, and then use something like Delft clay or green sand to do basically a casting of it for the pouring. But otherwise, some people take the graphite blocks, and they actually just use like a rotary tool, like a Dremel or something, and basically grind out their own designs. So other than that, I mean, there's just different ways to do it. So I don't know if that helps. Probably doesn't, but there's options. It's just however you want to do it. This stuff like clay. Clay and sand is I think it's less it's less, well, it's cheaper, I think. I don't know, I haven't looked into it, but that would be one option. Green center sickle pores haven't decided. I have the artistic ability to small road. Yeah, I mean, it really just kind of depends on like what kind of pours that you're going to do, and if you're going to produce a bunch of them. If you're going to produce a bunch of them, then I would just look at getting some custom graphite molds, or you can order basically pre-design molds for for whatever. But yeah, that's outside my wheelhouse quite a bit. But yeah, I got to get going. I got to get some stuff done before I hit the sack tonight. So I appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out with me and listening to me yap on for 2 hours and 38 minutes. Yeah, and we'll see you guys around. Hit that like button, and I appreciate it. We'll see you guys later. Have a good night.